David Anthony Tully, independent candidate, 6,600. That was 6,638. I do hereby declare that George Galloway is duly...
KEIR STARMER, this is for Gaza. You have paid and you will pay a high price for the role that you have played in enabling, encouraging and covering for the catastrophe presently going on in occupied Palestine in the Gaza Strip.
I want to put the town councillors on notice that we intend to clean the town hall clock. I make, of course, no disrespect to the returning officer and his fine staff who ran this campaign today and this camp this evening virtually flawlessly, nor any public servant in the town hall. But the councillors have to go, and I intend to try to put together a grand alliance that will change Rochdale for the better just 12 weeks from now at the local election.
George Galloway, congratulations. You're live on BBC News.
Thank you.
Congratulations. What message does your victory send?
I think the biggest message is to KEIR STARMER that he's lost the trust, lost the confidence of millions of traditional Labour voters, and that's going to cost Labour plenty in the general election this year.
Is this not a particular set of circumstances here, though? I mean, would Labour not have won this seat had it not been for the fact that they had to drop their candidate?
Well, none of us can know that. If you think it's just a particular set of circumstances, I beg to differ. I think that all over the country, Workers' Party candidates, independent candidates, significant people will now stand up against Labour in those constituencies and will either defeat them or cause their defeat. And that ought to be a matter of concern for KEIR STARMER, and I think it is.
I mean, how widespread can this get, though? I mean, you're obviously well known, you've got a history of doing this kind of thing, but does your party have the infrastructure to do more, realistically, in other parts of the country?
Well, we've got now 60 parliamentary candidates. We won't necessarily use them all because we're open to negotiation with others. If an independent has a better shout than us, we'll negotiate that. But we are, you know, this is where the co-op was born in 1844. Nobody thought it could be done, but I've been in co-ops from the favelas in Brazil to the townships of South Africa. It spread throughout the whole world, and I think this victory tonight will spread far.
Finally, it sounds like you've got big plans for this new party of yours. Do you hope to replicate this in seats across the country and in other constituencies come the election?
Yeah, especially in this region. I don't know what will happen elsewhere in the country, but I have now received deputations from Bolton, from Oldham, from Blackburn, from Bury, and from Tameside in Greater Manchester. And that's just the deputations I've received. We've got 59 parliamentary candidates ready to go, and we'll stand in, therefore, 70 Labour seats, and either defeat them ourselves or cause their defeat. And there will be independents, not Workers' Party, but independents that we're ready to support, who will stand up and down the country, and I know of many already in the field, who will now be energised by the result here tonight. I think KEIR STARMER's woken up this morning to his worst nightmare.
We have declared Bradford an Israel-free zone. We don't want any Israeli goods. We don't want any Israeli services. We don't want any Israeli academics coming to the university or the college. We don't even want any Israeli tourists to come to Bradford, even if any of them had thought of doing so. We reject this illegal, barbarous, savage state that calls itself Israel. And you have to do the same.